Premanand Maharaj shared an emotional message for his followers and devotees through a video released in Vrindavan. In the video, he asked everyone not to worry and said that even if they do not meet or speak, he will always stay with them through love and blessings. He encouraged devotees to continue praying and chanting God's name without fear. His health is currently weak and reports say he has stopped his night walks and private meetings. Followers were told to stay calm, continue their service, and trust their spiritual path with faith and patience. Fuel prices in India have increased once again, making travel and transport more expensive for common people. Oil companies raised petrol price by rupees 2.61 per litre and diesel prices by 2.71. After this increase, petrol in Delhi cost rupees 102.12 per litre, while diesel is priced at 95.2 per litre. This is the fourth fuel price increase in the month, creating concern among people about rising daily expenses. Higher fuel prices may also affect food delivery, transport cost and market prices in many cities across the country. The government of Assam introduced the Uniform Civil Code Bill in the State Assembly on Monday. The bill was presented by Parliamentary Affairs Minister Atul Bora on behalf of Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma. The bill includes rule for marriage age, a ban on polygamy, equal property right for daughters and registration of live-in relationships. According to the Chief Minister, tribal communities and traditional religious custom will remain outside the law's scope. The Assembly will discuss the bill on May 27th. If approved, Assam will become the third Indian state to adopt the UCC after Uttarakhand and Gujarat. The move has started political and public discussion across the state. The 2026 Padma Award ceremony will take place today at Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi. President Draupadi Murmu will honor 66 people in the first phase of the event. Famous cricketer Rohit Sharma will receive the Padma Shri Award. Actor R. Madhavan, singer Arka Yagnik, women's cricket captain Harmanpreet Kaur, hockey player Savita Punia and para-athlete Praveen Kumar will also be honored. Veteran actor Dharmendra and former Jharkhand Chief Minister Shibu Soren will receive Padma Vibhushan awards after death. This year, many women and overseas Indians are also among the winners. The Supreme Court of India on Monday refused an urgent hearing on a petition linked to the online movement called Cockroach Janta Party. The petition asked for a CBI investigation into activities connected to the group. During the hearing, lawyer N.K. Goswami said the movement was affecting the image of the judiciary. The bench led by Chief Justice Surikant asked the lawyer not to be too emotional and said the matter would be looked at later. The social media page was reportedly started on May 16. The United States and Iran are reportedly moving closer to an agreement to slowly end tension and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. According to reports, both sides are discussing ways to reduce conflict and restore shipping movement through this important sea route. Officials say Iran may agree to reduce its enriched uranium stock, while the water route could reopen for trade and oil transport. However, final approval is still needed and no official agreement has been signed yet. Leaders from both countries may still need time to confirm important decisions before any final announcement is made. The World Health Organization has declared Ebola a global health emergency. After this, India has increased alert measures. People traveling to or returning from Congo, Uganda and Sudan are being asked to stay careful. The government said anyone with fever, weakness, vomiting, diarrhea, sore throat or body pain should quickly visit a doctor. Health checks at airports have also become stronger. In Congo, around 200 people have died in the last 20 days. Fear of Ebola is rising and prices of masks and sanitizers have increased. Hospitals are also facing heavy pressure. India's stock market saw a strong rise on Monday, May 25th. The Sensex was trading 900 points higher at 76,300. The Nifty also gained 250 points and touched the 24,000 mark. Real estate shares saw the highest buying during trading, showing a strong investor interest. IT stocks also moved up but gained less than other sectors. Experts say positive market mood and buying in the sectors helped the rise. Investors are now watching market trends and company updates closely. The playoff team for the Indian Premier League 2026 are now confirmed. On May 26, Bengaluru will play Gujarat in Qualifier 1. On May 27, Hyderabad will face Rajasthan in the eliminator. All four teams have some common factors. Their top three batters scored more than 1300 runs together this season. Also, no team lost more than 3 matches in a row. Strong batting and steady performance helped them reach the playoff. Fans are excited for the big matches. The battle for the IPL trophy is now very close and exciting. India has started experiencing the period called Nautapa, which usually brings very high temperature and strong heat. Experts say the next 9 days may become hotter and temperatures in some areas may remain above 45 degrees Celsius. Several cities in northern and central India are already facing dangerous heat wave condition. In Madhya Pradesh, places like Nagaon and Khajuraho recorded temperatures around 45.8 degrees Celsius. Officials believe weather condition may improve after May 29th. People are advised to stay hydrated, avoid direct sunlight and take care during daytime travel. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.